Hello everyone, welcome. This is Roland, and today I want to talk about right living. In the New Testament, Philippians, Paul talks about the fruit of right living. As a beautiful translation, some of the versions say righteousness, the fruit of right living, which there are fruit of right living. But what is right living? Well, right living means being aligned with your Creator. See, you were made by your Creator. Augustine said, "You made us for yourself, O Lord, and our hearts are restless till they find rest in you." So you see, everything in nature testifies to the glory of God, doesn't it? When you look at a leaf, a butterfly, a cloud, the sky. When you look at mathematics and physics, the marvels of them. There's just no end to the intricate perfection of everything. And each thing reminds you of your Creator. Well, what you need to see is that you can understand, can't you, that sometimes when you look at nature you have a sense of awe, wonder, delight. See, at the mystery of it, the beauty of it, the perfection of it, the awesomeness of it. You understand that. And you understand that's the right thing to experience. If that awe, that wonder, that delight also sort of delicately reminds you of your Creator. See, anything separated from the Creator, anything that we use in some way, separate from an awareness of the Creator, is useless or not good at all. So if you look at nature and think, wow, I'm really great because I can appreciate this, and those people over there, they don't appreciate it, but I appreciate it. You see how you're using it to build yourself up, to glorify yourself. But when you look at it with awe or wonder or delight, because you know that the Creator's there. Somehow you know that He's behind it. Now, how do you know that He's behind it? You just know, that's all. See, it's a wordless way of knowing. See, the Creator creates like the artist. The artist creates, doesn't he or doesn't she? And they want it to be appreciated. Or people cook. And they want other people to appreciate what they made. It's just natural. When you make something really nice, you want other people to eat it. Or you make a nice painting, you want people to see it. See? You want to show it to them. See? Well, God is kind of that way too. He made all these wonderful things. He would like someone to appreciate. See? How many people say, nobody appreciates me. My husband doesn't. My kids don't. Or at work, my boss never says he appreciates me, right? Well, how about God? I mean, He doesn't need your appreciation, but if you appreciated what He did, that would be nice, wouldn't it? And when you appreciate it, there's a benefit for you. You feel good when you appreciate. So God created things, and everything that He created glorifies Him, testifies to His greatness, His goodness, His genius, His creativity. And when you see it, then that's good. So now, right living is right standing with God. Anything that separates you from God, that would not be good, would it? In other words, it would be like beholding nature, but without any awe, without any wonder, without any delight, without any sense that he's behind it. See, there would be something wrong there. So anything that separates you from God, and awareness, see, and so what would separate you from God? Well, for example, having done something wrong. See, now what would you do that's wrong? Well, there's a lot of things. How about resenting and hating someone? Resenting someone, resenting your dad, resenting your mom, resenting your wife, your husband, resenting another person. What is resentment but a kind of a hatred, a little bit of hatred toward them? So if you resent someone, then obviously your conscience, if you paid attention to it, would make you aware that that's wrong. But as long as you want to hang on to that resentment, as long as you want to hang on to that judgment, it separates you from God. And what don't you experience then? You don't you don't experience his love because you have hate. See that? See, the only value in words is if they awaken you to true meaning, to the aha moment, see, the realization. And then when something awakens you to realize, to see, then what you're awakening is to see things in a way from God's perspective. That's one way of putting it. What you get is the realization, oh, I get it. And it feels good, doesn't it? When you solve a problem, a math problem, oh, I get it. So words are just to awaken, just like all of creation is to awaken you to your Creator. So the more you see in nature, the more it reminds you of Him. Everything reminds you of Him. See, His glory, His greatness. When you see someone that's good, innocent, like a little child, it reminds you of the Creator. When you see somebody that's not good, see, then it reminds you of God's justice and God's love and how beautiful they are in comparison to that's not so good, you see. So words should have an awakening quality. When you speak, see, it should awaken people, not put them to sleep. Awaken them to see for themselves, to realize. So now can you see that if you're rightly aligned with your Creator, everything reminds you of Him. And you don't have any enmity with Him because you're not trying to be Him. And have kind of a humble, go about your life as if you were a tourist on vacation, just observing things and marveling and wondering. See? And don't resent other people. And then you'll have a right standing with God, and you'll be able to realize. And then the other being too emotional. What does that do? That ties you in with something on the outside. No, you want to be free from the outside. You don't want to be bogged down by it, enslaved by it. You know how possessions can enslave you? But don't resent them, because if you resent them, that also enslaves you. See? So learn how to use the things that you're given, appreciate them, use them for good. And other people are not to be used to build your ego up, to make yourself look good, to judge them. You mustn't use other people. Okay. And then you have a right standing with God. And then you can realize Him. See? Realize more and more. First, realize His goodness, His handiwork, His genius, His creativity. But then realize Him. realize true meaning, realize principle. See? So, I think I've said enough. I think I've said enough. My name is Roland.